We probably would have to decide on a date to publish it so that all Ghanaians know what is in the summary while we wait for the actual detailed copy. So I thank you very much, and may God bless us all. Thank you.
Meanwhile, the president subsequently presented the report to the Attorney General and Minister for Justice, as well as the president's legal counsel for further study, after which the government will formally communicate its position on the recommendations. Reporting for GHOne News, Abdelhanan Adam, Presidency.
The Attorney General and Minister for Justice, Dr. Dominic Ayine, has announced that the state will prosecute Wontumi Farms and its directors for alleged financial crimes involving the Ghana Export-Import Bank. According to Dr. Ayine, investigations conducted by the Economic and Organized Crime Office have uncovered sufficient evidence to support charges of defrauding by false pretenses, forgery, and causing financial loss to the state. He addressed the media on Monday.
On January 16, 2018, based upon the application submitted by Chairman Wontumi, the chief promoter of Wontumi Farms, Exim Bank approved a medium-term loan facility of 18,734,260 Ghana cedis. The equipment they represented were to be purchased were never procured. The farming enterprise never materialized, and so no young persons were employed in Asare Nkwanta in the Ashanti region. But more importantly, the company and its director and CEO forged a receipt in order to deceive Exim Bank that they were in compliance with the loan conditions. These are not mere breaches of a contract, but constitute acts of criminality, by no means a person than the regional chairman of the then ruling party. In the circumstances and the face of the evidence we have gathered in this investigation, thoroughly conducted by the Economic and Organized Crime Office, we have made the decision to prosecute Wontumi Farms and its directors with defrauding by false pretenses, forgery, and causing financial loss to the state in the sum of 24,255,735 Ghana cedis. This figure represents the principal sum plus the interest that has accrued so far. And ladies and gentlemen, by the time we file charges, which will be definitely after the Christmas break when we resume work, it might be that this figure would have increased. Amount that is involved in this criminal enterprise from the Exim Bank before we file charges in court.
A new Citizens Perception Survey report for 2025 indicates a growing public confidence in President Mahama's leadership, with a clear majority of Ghanaians approving his performance in office. However, the findings also reveal a notable gap between perceptions of the president and his ministers. As the dissemination of the report, founder of Feedback Africa, Professor Smart Sapon, suggested that while the president enjoys strong personal approval, expectations are higher for the wider government machinery to improve its delivery.
The president has appointed people who are working for him. And so it is their individual contributions that creates the general government performance. So currently the president is doing well as the leader, 74%. But the gap is between what he is doing and the contributions that are coming from the various persons he has appointed. In this assessment, this baseline, we assessed only the sector ministers. So you can say the gap, the about 9% gap between the president and government, perhaps is contributed to by the ministers, but it will not be too fair to generalize and say they are the only cause of that gap. Next year, God willing, we'll be assessing all CEOs. Next year, God willing, we'll be assessing all members of parliament, minority, majority. Next year, God willing, we'll be assessing all MMDCEs, and we'll also be assessing regional ministers, because we think that at their various departments and offices, they too contribute to the general outlook of the government.
Let's take you to Parliament now, because the Minority Leader Alexander Kwame Afenyo-Markin has vowed to insist on his right to serve his full term as the third Deputy Speaker at the ECOWAS Parliament following his referral to the Privileges Committee. The Speaker of Parliament, Alban Bagbin, on 27th November this year, cited the Minority Leader Alexander Afenyo-Markin for contempt and breach of parliamentary privileges over Ghana's ECOWAS Parliament delegation brouhaha referred to the Privileges and Immunities Committee. This follows an official complaint filed by the Majority Leader Mahama Ayariga. But responding to the referral, the Minority Leader Alexander Afenyo-Markin argued he had not disrespected any order of the House. According to him, the ECOWAS Parliament outrightly rejected the resolution to remove him from the delegation.
And hoping that the Honorable First Deputy Speaker will resist the temptation of hauling the Minority Leader before a so-called Privileges Committee. The Minority Leader will insist on his rights on serving his full term as a third Deputy Speaker at the ECOWAS Parliament. Therefore, it is our prayer that the First Deputy Speaker and his committee will resist all temptations at being pushed to do that which is never done in any democracy. The Minority Leader has not disrespected any order of this House. Indeed, the ECOWAS Parliament rejected outrightly the resolution that sought to remove the Minority Leader from his seat as an ECOWAS MP. The Minorities Leader's seat at ECOWAS Parliament is not one of those that can be removed. You can remove the Chief Justice. You can remove others who are political appointees, but not his bona fide right as a member of ECOWAS Parliament and a third Deputy Speaker. He shall remain until April 2028, when his tenure shall have come to an end.
In more stories this morning, Ghana's northeast and savannah regions have emerged as the country's alcohol consumption hotspots, with over 60% of men in some districts as young as 15 drinking beyond safe limits. New district-level data from the Ghana Statistical Service, based on the 2022 Demographic and Health Survey and the 2021 Population and Housing Census, reveals stark regional disparities and hidden hotspots of high-risk drinking across the country. According to the service, excessive alcohol consumption is emerging as a serious public health threat, driving non-communicable diseases and demanding urgent, targeted action to curb harmful drinking.
The way we defined alcohol consumption in this case is any kind of drinkable alcohol. So it can be beer, it can be pito, it can be palm wine, it can be appetizer, the local gin, it can be wine, any form of drink that contains alcohol. That's what we look at. So if you're a man and you take more than 2 quantities of the measure that is used to drink that particular alcohol, then they said to be excessive. If you're a woman, you take more than 1 of such a measure, then they said to be what? Excessive. So we look at all forms of alcohol that are consumable by human. Northeast region and the savannah region that I talked about, we have some districts doing more than 60%. So where 60% of men aged 15 to 59 years who are engaged in excessive alcohol consumption. So these are some of the risks we were seeing happen. So there are a number of correlates. So that many things. So we looked at economic activity, as in whether somebody is employed or not, as one of the correlates of estimating the level of excessive alcohol consumption. We look at the variables like education levels of the men. We look at variables like the type of locality, whether they're in rural or urban localities. So those are some of the things, and a number of them, those are some of the things we look out for in using as correlates to estimate the values for excessive alcohol consumption.
Now, the 2025 Accra Fashion Week transformed Airport City into a hub of glamour, creativity, and cultural expression as designers, models, and fashion enthusiasts gathered to celebrate cutting-edge style and global influence. The event brought together Ghana's fashion elite and international brands, with participants dazzling patrons through bold designs.
A standout moment at the Accra Fashion Week was the Odefil exclusive VIP stand experience, where the brand premiered its latest executive line, the Thai collection. The showcase blended Southeast Asian aesthetics with contemporary tailoring, underscoring Odefil's growing global design identity. The event offered modern fashion, delivering a refined lifestyle experience with curated VIP hospitality and exclusive access to fashion leaders, influencers, creatives, and cultural trendsetters. Guests enjoyed a front row view of one of Ghana's biggest fashion moments of the year.
I think it should be their inspiration, which is the Thai inspiration, and their main motive, which is for designing for C-suite women as well. You could realize that it's for corporate women, and then you could sense the Thai culture as well incorporated in the designs, and it really made it stand out.
The Accra Fashion Week 2025 brought together renowned designers, industry tastemakers, and high-profile lifestyle personalities, cementing its place as a key fixture on the fashion calendar.
It's been an amazing experience, and I love the designers, and they've been giving us back to back, and I'm actually showcasing tomorrow. Then I saw this particular designer, Odefil, and they really did an amazing job. Their stuffs, their collections are so nice, and I think their collection that they showcase is they call it Thai inspired. So beautiful, I mean, they did an amazing job.
The showcase also highlighted Odefil's commitment to redefining premium fashion experience while positioning African luxury on the global stage.
We have more news for you when you check starfm.com.gh. I am El-Nurein Abass. Many thanks to you for tuning in. Next, we have GH Today.